Hello everybody and welcome back. Zodyrus here, bringing you episode 6 of my Phenac City Darkness Let's Play. And surprisingly enough, we're actually about a third way through the game already.
Yeah, that's how quick shit goes when you use pickaxe. Fuck.
Okay. So we just fixed Phenac City's problem with Cypher. But now we gotta head to the wrecked ship in the North Desert. But our scooter is not able to cross the desert sands, because it is tire-based after all. Still makes me kind of wonder exactly why our mother is comfortable with letting us take on a criminal organization. The only thing I can think of is that there had to have been discussion of it way before the incident actually occurred. Like, I'm pretty positive that something had to have been found out before Cypher made their first major move. So my immediate assumption is that something happened, and
They were discussing it and building the shadow purification device.
I mean, after all, they were already in the process of building the damn thing. In the event that Cypher returned. So I guess maybe your character had already been planned to be the one to take on Cypher if they ever returned. That's the only thing I can think of, honestly, because there couldn't have been any other reason. It makes the most sense that it was discussed prior to what happened. Alright, now we gotta go back. He was talking about a bond slide that was on the ship that was stolen by Cypher at the beginning of the game, the cutscene. Basically, every single Shadow Pokemon that we have came across was on the ship that Cypher had dropped in the middle of the desert, which is actually where we're heading now. Lugia picked it up with its shadowy aura out of the ocean and dropped it into the desert. That had to have killed some people. A lot of people. Does kind of make me wonder, like... Oh god, I'm wondering so many things now because... Okay, why am I able to ride across that sand just fine, but God forbid I go in the other sand?
Oh, you can't ride on this sand because it's different.
Like, the fuck? This is probably one of the worst moments in the game. It's a very slow drag over back to the fucking shadow stuff. This is probably the most quiet moment as far as we're concerned. It's the biggest pause in between the ability to capture shadow Pokemon. Because we gotta now go to fucking Dr. Kaminko's laboratory and find that motherfucker's grandfather. And also get interrupted by the very obviously not evil villain. I get Pokemon's for kids, but come on, you could have made him look a little less suspicious. Also, I'd really like to know how he is the father of those guys. Well, I think he's the father of both of them. I know he's the father of Eldes, the guy with the red hair. Or is that Ardos? No, that's Eldes. That's Eldes. So now we gotta go to Kaminko's house and find the fucking constructor and shit. Basically, all we're trying to do is get him to fucking build us a damn hover bike. But no, we have to go through a bunch of scripted BS just to fucking do that. Including a forced battle with Mr. Chobin here. Yeah, every game has a portion of it that I don't like, and XD Gale Darknesses is this part right here. This, I mean, narratively it does kind of make sense because we're trying to track them down. But honestly, I'm not even trying to track Cypher down in this part of the game. I'm just trying to get a bike so I can maybe track them down.
I don't know. It just seems kind of a pain in the butt.
I mean, look at me, I'm yawning, I'm falling asleep over there. Also, I'm looking outside out, you know, in the deserty oasis known as Las Vegas, and I'm looking at the clouds, and there's gonna be rain soon. Oh, thank God for rain. It may seem very minor to many people outside of the desert area that I've been born and raised in, but the amount of days we get of rain of any significant quantity pales in comparison to the amount of days that we have clear skies and burning hot temperatures. Let's just hope that I don't die this summer. Okay, so this entire sequence is him, like, bringing forth Robo-Groudon, which, Some Call Me Johnny talked about this during his XD Darkness review that he did about a year ago. Probably longer, I don't know. But he talked about this during that review, that he thought, something similar to what I thought, actually, that the Robo-Groudon would actually be like a traditional boss fight, where, like, we're actually fighting the robot. But no, it's no different than fighting Chobin by himself. The robot is just aesthetic, and I don't get why. Like, I think it would have been badass if we're fighting the actual Groudon. I mean, in the XG Next Gen ROM hack, they did that, which I think is fucking awesome. But no, in XD, it's just a normal battle, and he managed to... He went down underneath the laboratory to evolve his son Flora and grab his Hoppip and his Tropius, and that's it. Other than that, there was no point in this entire sequence whatsoever. It's two forced back-to-back battles with a character that means absolutely nothing in the plot or in any other sense of the word. It's like Dr. Kaminko and Chobin have to be fucking blind because they don't recognize the character at all. Like, you were here earlier in the game and it couldn't have been like fucking a year ago. Hell, I could understand if it was maybe like 3-4 weeks ago, but it couldn't have been that long. I can't imagine that the entire incident with Cypher lasted much more than a couple weeks. Then again, I don't know exactly how time flows in the Pokemon universe, and neither do you. Oh, fuck it up. There's theories and all that good stuff, but I'm not really a Pokemon theorist. Well, I guess that's not entirely correct. I've shared plenty of thoughts and theories on this channel before. Maybe I should do a series about that, actually. Because I do have a bunch of crazy ideas. Although a lot of those ideas became moot as the generations have progressed out. Yeah, now you see that it's me. Fucking idiots. Oh, God. This is so dumb. So dumb. Don't get me wrong, I love Groudon, but I like actual Groudon, not stupid remote control robot Groudon. And remember, all I'm doing is trying to get a hover bike. At least this sequence doesn't take like 2 hours, but the point is it's padding. It's kind of weird for me to actually complain about something in Pokemon XD Darkness. I normally pat this game on the back and give it more praise than it probably deserves, but this is a very flawed game, objectively speaking. Anyway, that robot Kyogre is going to be very useful later on. We're going to actually be driving that fucker. I don't know exactly why they made a Kyogre into a ship, but whatever. Makes me wonder what the point of the Groudon was. Alright, so it took me 9 minutes of useless wandering to finally get a hover scooter out of this. Oh well, could have been worse. At least from here I can finally go to the damn ship. I reckon once I'm done with the ship, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll call it a day. But yeah, the fucking Lugia grabbed an entire goddamn ship and dropped it in the middle of the desert. Oh, and by the way, don't get surprised by the fact that that thing's leaning and we stand on it like it's normal in a minute. Pretty dumb. Oh, and now the pre-gym is open, but the pre-gym is literally pointless. You don't get any special items or anything like that for doing the pre-gym stuff. I just completely avoid it unless you really want that extra experience, but then again, that's what Mount Battle is for. And introducing the next of the fucking Cypher admins. First guy we had was, fuck, I don't even know. I don't even remember who it was. Oh, no, right. We had Lavrina, and then we had Snaddle, and now we have Gorrigan. And then there's Ardos and Eldez. And then there's this weird guy with like a... I find it ironic that he got tricked, and yet his name is Smarten. I kind of wish that the battle style for XD was a switch-based style. In double battles, they usually don't let you switch out your Pokemon for free, which I think is kind of a pain in the butt, because I would like to, you know, revolve my Pokemon around a bit more than the game allows me to. Oh, my. I think I gotta test some of my PC games after I'm done with this. I know I mentioned that in the last video, I think. Oh, this may seem like a minor thing, but one of the things I do love about XD is that I can play it with one hand. I can just use my right hand, because the C-stick for XD Gale Darkness is actually like a third analog stick. And I say third because you can also use the D-pad to move your character. X, Y, and start all open the menu, and the control stick, C-stick, and D-pad all turn the character. I guess they just couldn't figure out what else to give as character actions. Yeah, see, we're standing on this fucking ship as if it's perfectly level in the sand, but it's not. It's tilted at like a 30-degree angle. These are things that I never really questioned before. It just goes to show the difference in when it comes to recognizing certain games. Like, you know, the difference between when I'm, like, regularly playing a game and when I'm doing it for a Let's Play. I notice the flaws a lot more during a Let's Play because I'm actually, you know, I'm talking over the footage, so I'm focusing more on what I'm doing. Seems kind of counterintuitive, I know, but... I really kind of want to know what that purple water is, but at the same time I don't. I'm also, if you'll notice, I'm avoiding all the Pokeball boxes. Over there on the left, that one has the Flamethrower TM, but I already have like 99 of them, 999 of them or whatever, 100 of them. So I don't need another one. And Bonsly. Now first, I think there's an item over here, leftovers, no, Luxury Ball. Luxury Ball has the same catch rate as a normal Pokeball, but it also, it gives the Pokemon a base level of happiness when you catch it. So it's good for Pokemon that evolve via happiness, such as Chansey into Blissey, or Eevee into Espeon and Umbreon, for example. And you actually have to get close to the Bonsly here. The only way to do that is to very slowly creep up next to it by gently tilting the analog stick towards it. If you run too fast, it'll run away. But even when you do get close, an email will hit and then it'll run away that way. You'll then be able to find it at the Poke spots later on, but I'm not even going to fucking bother with that crap. And that's just letting us know that the Real Gantara Coliseum is open. Oh, and also leftovers. I still want to know what that purple water is. Probably some weird toxic waste dump or some shit. Yeah, just in case you want to know, there's TM35 for Flamethrower, yada yada. Over there is, I think, a yellow flute, and I've never once found a use for the flute items in Generation 3, because they eventually disappear. I mean, you never use the flute items in the other games. Shit! Damn it. I hate doing that. I always try to go around so I can just push the box once to the left without having to push it 3 times to get out of this little maze thingy. Also makes me even further question the design of this shit. Oh, and over here there's a Firestone and 2 PP-ups. I'm not gonna bother. Because again, I don't need to. And there's another battle CD over there, but I don't really care. So are we done with diverting sidetracks? No, of course not, because we gotta leave the ship next. And what could possibly go wrong with leaving the ship? It's not as if we're gonna get attacked by random thugs. Oh god, no. Yeah, Team Snag'em comes after a child to steal the damn snag machine from us. These guys are absolute pricks of the highest order. They drug us, knock us out, steal the snag machine, and run away. And good God, my character's eyes are enormous. Everyone else has relatively proportional eyes to their head, but not me. My eyes are the size of, like, an eyes respective to its body, head, size, whatever. They're like the size of grapefruits, and my head's the size of a watermelon. Alright, but now we have no snag machine, which means we have to divert again to the Team Snag'em hideout and conquer Gonzap. Thankfully that's not too long and we can just grab the snag machine, but to even get access to that fucking area, we have to go here first, which is actually the next progression of plot. I don't know what you'd call it, but I call it like it's like a Cypher, it's like Cypher's diamond. I really want to know what that barrier shield is around it and what it's for and where it's used. Also, am I the only one that thinks that this guy looks like Duke Nukem? Maybe? Oh, forced battle. We don't even partake in this. This is just like the fucking battle with Alakazam and Zangoose at the beginning of the game, where we just see him hit the damn thing. Like, there's no need for that. It's not like we're doing anything here. But anyway, they run away like scared little bitches. And then Zook fucking hobbles over to us with his damn gorilla arms. He's like a mix between a fucking, like a biker surfer dude kind of thing, Duke Nukem, and I don't think it's a fucking coincidence that his name is Zook, and he looks like a Duke. I never actually made that connection until now. That's funny. Duke Nukem forever, and we'll kill his fucking Zangoose because we can't capture the fucker. So we'll have to kill you with your own powers. Kill that Zangoose, it hits really hard. At least if you're not over level. I remember during one of my first playthroughs, my Pokemon were pretty damn low level. They were only like in the early 30s at best for my highest level Pokemon. But with the power of Phenac, I have not worried. Electric, Psychic, kill you all. Yeah, I'm definitely going to call it after this video's up. I'm tired. These videos, honest to God, drain me. Not in a way that's, like, painful, but maybe it's because of how I'm sitting, too. Could be. I really need to come up with better topics to talk about when I'm doing these videos, otherwise I fall asleep. And I think after this, I'm going to head to the Snag'em hideout and call it a day. Wait, no. Don't we have to get Shadow Togepi and kill Shadow Nosepass, too? Yeah, I gotta fucking... Okay, so next, we have to leave again, get an email from Sec at the OMBS, head back to Pyrite Town. At least in XE Gale Darkness, I've played the game so many goddamn times that I don't get confused like I did in Coliseum's little side trek at the end game. Then we gotta go back to the OMBS, and we gotta talk to Sec, who's on the second floor. A little on the nose with the name there, if you think about it wrong. Although I'm sure sec means something else, because there's also bit and net. And they run the kids grid, and the now a different kind of scenario with the same format, I guess. How they got all these employees is something I'll never understand, though. So yeah, he has his own fucking office and his own assistant. Also, did you notice that, like, his fucking pictures on the wall on the left are not, like, they're, like, partially above the wall? The whole incident in Phenac really seemed to affect him badly. Being ONB's chief, he couldn't run off to rescue someone dear to him when she was in danger. If I were Sec, I would have been able to stand it. Wouldn't have been able to stand it. So yeah, he's got his own cute assistant. Thank God, where did they get the funding for this shit in just 5 years? They were kids in the last game, damn it! Also find it funny that they leave Meg. Sec leaves his little sister Meg just to be the fucking, what's it called? I don't want to say attendant, there's a word for it, but I can't think of it right now. Oh, spot monitor, hi. Are you gonna give me a trapinch? No, another sand shrew, that's 4 in a row. Great. I'm not even gonna bother waterfalling you, I can bite you and kill you. I already have a level 100 Sand Slash that I threw into my fucking Shadow Purification Chamber because I don't like it. Well, actually, no, I do like Sand Slash, but... I'm actually going to take these off of the desert one and go back to the cave one because I want to get Larvitar. But when I tried to use PK Hex to give myself a Wooper, which said in PK Hex that it was legitimate, when I took that Wooper to duking, he did not recognize that there was one in my party at all. Alright, Mirror B. I wonder what the B stands for. I wonder why he calls himself Mirror B in the first place. Is it Mirror Boss or something? Is that his last name? Alright, now for Mr. Tap Dancing Jumping Fool in 6-inch platform heels. I get so many mixed signals from this guy, man. And I don't mean like in a discriminatory way. I'm just talking about like he's like a hodgepodge of like 30 different fucking fashion statements. Like he's a physical embodiment of the 70s. And the 60s. And the 80s. And the 90s. Like, he's just 4 decades worth of conglomeration that I don't get. I'm technically a 90s/2000s kid, so... Holy shit, 20 years ago I was 6 years old. Like, I know that's a fucking pittance age to some people, but... I don't feel like I've done anything important in 6 years. Oh, that's right, or 20 years. That's right, I forgot I can't fucking kill the bastard. I can't fucking catch it, I have to kill it. Don't worry though, you'll get another chance to catch it. You have the mirror radar if you went to the Cape Pugga spot and grabbed it before you, or after you fought him with the Shadow Voltorb. I'm guessing they're using Mirror B sort of as a freelancer when it comes to this, because they did give him a Shadow Voltorb, but then when he lost it, they gave him a Shadow Nose Pass. However, if you guys remember from my Coliseum Let's Play where I was bitching and moaning and complaining about the method in which you get a second chance to capture the shadows you might have missed in that game, XD Gale of Darkness takes that and flips it on its head in a much more convenient fashion. If you knocked out a shadow Pokemon that is not a static shadow, Mirror B will eventually grab a hold of that shadow, and you'll be able to challenge Mirror B to get the shadow Pokemon from him. Which is good because I love Mirror B's theme and him as a character. He's fucking hilarious and weird. And it's also good at the same time because I don't have to keep going back and forth to a certain location to get the bastard. Plus I get to battle actual trainers, which is cool too. Oh, and I'm going back here because I need to get Shadow Togepi and I need a clear spot in my party to grab it. I'll be doing some more purification off screen, as I usually do. Togetic might be a semi-permanent party member at that rate. Although I don't know yet. Probably not, though. I need more physical attackers. I have primarily special sweepers on my team. Actually, Gardevoir, Vaporeon, Houndoom, Ampharos, they're all special sleepers. Ampharos may have Seismic Toss, but that's a static damage total. It's not like it's a powerful physical attack. It does damage equivalent to the level the Pokemon is. So it'll do 1 to 100 damage total. Alright, hello, Hordell. Yes, yes, yes! Give me the Togepi! Thank you! What the... Oh, no! Oh, that is not good. He doesn't recognize that I don't have a spare spot in my party. Oh, God, no. You're kidding me. Okay, what the fuck, man? Oh, shit. That is not good. That is not good at all. I can't get every Shadow Pokemon now. Because of Pikahex. Pikahex glitched the last slot of my party, so he doesn't recognize that I have an empty slot. Oh, that is so not good. I have a theory of what I could do to fix that, but, otherwise, this is not going to be a complete Let's Play. Fucking hell. How do I fix that? What I think I'll do is after this, I'm going to go to the PC in Phenac City. I'm going to put a Pokemon on my party, exit the PC, go back into the PC, and release it. Then it'll hopefully show evidence that I have a spare spot now. And I'll see what happens from there. Otherwise, this is not going to be a complete Let's Play. And I don't know how because I've had this happen before, and I don't know how I fixed it. I think I actually reset the game file. Completely. And I really don't want to have to go through all this bastard shit again. Whew. That would explain... I can't receive gift Pokemon, that's the problem. That would explain why I couldn't get the Larvitar. Because I can't receive gift Pokemon for some damn reason. Alright, now fuck you and your forced battle bullshit. I'm gonna try this one little thing, go back to Phenac. Now, if this doesn't work, I guess it's not a complete Let's Play. Let me just grab something out of my PC, put it in my party, release it, and see if that shows data as having a spare spot. Otherwise, I'll have to Google it and figure out what the fuck to do. I'm not going to release a Shadow Pokemon, but I can very easily release one of these fuckers. X out. Back in. Also, the lag is seriously real here. I'll release you. Does that show evidence of an empty spot now? At least it's not like Coliseum where I have to purify every Shadow Pokemon to get certain things, but... I want my Shadow Togepi, goddammit! Please give me Togepi, Hordell, please. Please, Togepi. I need Togepi. Oh, son of a fucking cunt! Okay, I'll have to address that later, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm not even gonna bother the outro. Have a good night, everyone. I gotta fucking figure this out.